The Cane Corso came from what we call a Molossian dog. So the Molossian dog was around during Roman times. So Roman soldiers used to take these dogs to war to protect them, and they would literally go into battle with these dogs. As time progressed and the Roman Empire fell, these dogs became farmers' dogs. So during that time, only family and friends had those dogs because they were being used solely to protect the farms, protect livestock, and things like that. In the 1970s, there is a man named Dr. Paolo Breber who received a letter from a Giovanni Bonetti describing an old breed that was almost going extinct. Mike was the original person who brought the Cane Corso from Italy to the USA. Ed Hodis' Belmonte line and Scandifio's line. Their line is going to reflect Mike Satelli Sr.'s standard, which is going to be the strong jaw, the bigger bone, and not undershot. So scissor and straight were the acceptability during the first importing of the Cane Corso, and that is the standard that the International Cane Corso Federation, which is Belmonte, Scandifio, stick to still today. Now, there's a big controversy. While Mike and Ed had set forward a vision based off the breed directly off the farm, there are breeders and registries in Italy that were introducing the boxer into the breed in order to clean it up and make it more suitable for the show ring. Now, today, because of the boxer influence in Italy, there are two different types of styles of the Cane Corso. Now, some of them have more of a boxer influence. However, the standard for the breed in the USA is the International Cane Corso Federation standard, which is not as big of an underbite, not as much of the boxer influence. The most important thing is health. So after health is temperament. When a litter is born, for me to decide which puppy I think is best, it takes time. So I have to work with the puppy. I see how it progresses, how its temperament goes, and I watch its structure. I like the higher drive, but not a dominant dog. So I want it to be willing to please either food or play drive, but not too dominant. And I'm looking for that correct dog according to our standard. I don't like the boxery look face, and I don't like the lighter dog. I like a heavier bone, but at the same time, I don't like a messy dog. So I want a dog that's nice, clean, and sharp. I want you to look at that dog and be like, wow, that dog is imposing. It's majestic. What type of animal is that? I want you to feel something when you look at my puppy. I want you to, or dog in the ring. So I go through the process of temperament, health, then I go for, I want the correct conformation, and I come as close to the standards as I can. Now, there's no such thing as a perfect dog, period, a perfect Cane Corso either, but I try to come as close as I can within the standard while keeping in mind about the boxer influence and staying away from it, because in the USA, it is not what we're supposed to be going for. But the goal is to be able to get a Cane Corso with a sound mind that can work and win shows, and know the difference and be a good judge of who's a threat and who's not. That is the ultimate goal as a breeder. The Cane Corso's bone structure and temperament and head type is extremely important. So why the head type is most important is because it shouldn't look like any other breed. When you first see this dog, you should be like, that's a Cane Corso. So if you're going to use that dog for work, for catching, for protection style work, you're going to need a strong, powerful dog. There is some people who believe that the undershot helps when you're using the dog for catching because the face is shorter, and so when the dog is pressed up maybe against a pig or a bull, that it can breathe easier. And so that is one belief. The other belief is that the scissor has a better hold. Now, I've heard both directions. For me, I think that the scissor and straight bite is the most powerful hold. I've seen it in action with protection work, and I think those dogs have faster heads. They're muscular, but they're athletic. They're not too short where they can't breathe when they're running. They're trying to inhale and the face is too short and they just can't get that oxygen. Now, a fourth undershot is also sometimes acceptable, but also, depending on the judge, can be preferred. I prefer the scissor bite personally. So the Cane Corso is just ultimately like the best breed ever, which I believe, the best thing about them is their intelligence and their loyalty to their family. They're very smart, they're big, they're functional, they're athletic, they're loyal, they love the ground you walk on, they love your kids, they would do fine with animals if they're socialized with them and they're part of the pack and the family. And I believe is one of the best breeds in the world.